Hello students, today we have to start how the price and output is determined under perfect competition, that too in short run. In coming class we have to start with the term how the price and output to be determined in long run. As you already know, the perfect competitive firms, what is the meaning of it and what are the features of it, what are the characteristics of a particular market, then it turned to be a perfect competitive market. And also you already know how to determine the price and output in a firm. As you know, in order to determine the price and output in a firm, we have to satisfy dual conditions. For a firm, marginalistic condition must be satisfied, and for the industry, demand must be equal to the supply. Then what is that marginalistic condition? The marginalistic condition is nothing but, it is first order condition is that marginal revenue must be exactly equals to marginal cost, and second order condition is that marginal cost or cut marginal revenue from below. So let's start with how the price and output to be determined. In order to determine the price, we have to pass through the four most important situations in short run, such as how we have to determine the price and output and the profit competition in case of your supernormal profit, second with the help of normal profit, third with the help of losses, and the last one shutdown point. So we have to start with first how to determine the price and output in case of your supernormal profit. In supernormal profit, let's say in supernormal profit, as you know, total revenue is more than total cost. That means total revenue must be greater than total cost. That implies that average revenue curve is greater than minimum point of average cost curve. Right? In case of a supernormal profit, total revenue definitely more than the total cost, and that implies that average revenue must be greater than the minimum point of average cost curve. So considering this particular situation, we start with determining the price and output in case of your profit competitions. Let's say in this side we take into account the industry, and in this side we take into account the farm. Right? In case of the industry, we know on horizontal axis we take into account output, and on the vertical axis we take the price, and here the demand curve downward sloping and the supply is an upward sloping curve, and when they are intersect at the point E, that is the point of equilibrium, we determine equilibrium output as, let's say, OM, and equilibrium price is OP. Right? So this is the way to determine the price and output in case of an industry. But as you know, the perfect competitive firm, it is a price taker. It accepts the ruling price of the market. Here we take into account quantity, and here we take into account revenue and cost. As it is the equilibrium firm and it accepts the ruling price of the market, so the equilibrium price is to be OP. Here is the average revenue curve, which is the demand curve, horizontal straight line. Right? It is a horizontal straight line demand curve. Why it is so? Because it accepts the ruling price of the market. And the condition for the supernormal profit, as you know, average revenue must be greater than the average cost curve. So you have to determine the average cost curve in such a manner. This is the short-run average cost curve. It will be determined in such a manner. So its minimum point is to be here. That means average revenue greater than the minimum point of your average cost curve. And we have to determine the marginal cost curve, which is to be passes through this minimum point. This is your marginal cost, right? There's the short-run marginal cost curve. And where is the point of equilibrium? Equilibrium to be takes place here where marginal revenue again equals to the marginal cost, and marginal cost got marginal revenue from below, and corresponding to that we determine equilibrium quantity as OQ. So price is OP, quantity is OQ, therefore total revenue equals to OPEQ. Right? This is the total revenue. Why? Because this is the point of equilibrium. From this we determine the equilibrium quantity OQ, but we already know the average revenue, that the price is OP, and when they to be multiplied with the price with the quantity, we determine the area OPEQ. And what about the cost, the total cost? Actually here, in order to determine the total cost, we have to, as we drop the perpendicular, it made the average cost at the point, let's say F, and FQ is the cost per unit, and when we extend to this side, OC is the cost per unit. So what is the total cost? Now OCFQ. OCFQ is the total cost. And when you deduct the total revenue, deduct the total cost from the total revenue, we find the shaded area. This is the shaded area PEFC, that is the PEFC. This is nothing but the supernormal profit. So the supernormal profit to be obtained by the existing producer, because here, even though it is the short run, that too in the profit competition entry is blocked. Okay, that means the existing producer or supernormal profit in short run. So this is the first situation. While you preparing the curve, you have to remember we have to take this particular condition. Total revenue must be greater than total cost. Average revenue greater than a minimum point of the average cost curve. Considering that, we have to determine this way. So this is the first case. Now we have to move to the second one, that is called as the normal profit. In case of your normal profit, normal profit, total revenue exactly equals to the total cost. That means average revenue equals to the minimum point of your average cost curve. Right? Average revenue must be exactly equal to the minimum point of your average cost curve. Right now, how you have to determine this one? Let's start with this figure. For this, industry curve to be remain the same, but we have to just change the firm situation. In this particular case, while you determine the price and output, we have to take the average revenue curve as such as in the previous case. This is your quantity, and this is your revenue and cost. This is the average revenue curve, which is to be coincide with the marginal revenue curve, right? And what I tell, total revenue must be equal to total cost. That means average revenue must be equal to average cost curve. That here we have to determine the, trace the average cost curve in such a way that we tangent the average revenue curve, that is the demand curve. Now, marginal cost curve passes through that particular point, and the point of equilibrium is E, and corresponding to that, we determine the total revenue as OPEQ. Why it is so? Because total revenue is OP into OQ. As OP into OQ, that is a price into the quantity, the output is to be, total revenue equals to OP EQ, right? But what about the cost? While you determine the cost, in this case, from the point of the equilibrium, we have to drop the perpendicular. When you drop the perpendicular, it made the average cost at the same point. Therefore, total cost also be exactly equal to the same thing as the total revenue, because when you drop it, EQ is the cost per unit, OQ is the total output. Therefore, we have to multiply OP with OQ. We find total cost is to be OPEQ. So, OPEQ is the total cost also. What do you find here? Total revenue is the same thing as the total cost. Therefore, there is no loss, no profit, right? Now, after knowing the term second situation, that is the second case, total, that means total revenue is the cost of the total cost for your normal profit. Now move to the third point. In third point, we have to show you losses. That is your losses. In loss situation occur when total revenue is less than total cost. That means cost is superior over the revenue. That implies that the average revenue is lies below the minimum point of your average cost curve. Right? We have to show you this particular situation with the help of your figure. Now, for the industry and for your farm, in case of your industry, as we already know, demand and supply, they intersect at a particular point, that is the point E. What we determine? Equilibrium output, let's say OM, and one, this is the price, this side is your price, and this side your output, or you can take the quantity, no problem about it, right? Now, for the farm, here is your this is your, as you written here is big quantity, therefore you have to write down the terms output, and this side is your revenue and cost. As it is a price taker, it accepts the prevailing price of the market. This is the average revenue cost to marginal revenue. OP is the price per unit. Now, while you take into account the loss situation, what I told you here, that the average revenue definitely liable to the minimum point of the average cost curve. That means you have to trace the average cost curve in such a manner. This is the certain average cost curve which minimum point to be here. That means revenue is liable below the cost curve. As revenue liable below the cost curve, therefore the cost is more than the revenue, loss occur. We have to draw the marginal cost curve in such a way that it passes through the minimum point of average cost curve, certain marginal cost curve, and equilibrium point to be here. That means where marginal revenue equals to the marginal cost, and marginal cost cut marginal revenue from below. And when you draw the perpendicular, we determine the quantities to be OQ, and what about the revenue? We find the total revenue that equals to OPEQ is the total revenue. But what about the cost? When you determine the cost, we have to extend this particular line until it meets the average cost. We find this the point to be, let's say we put it as F. FQ is the cost per unit, and when we extend to this side, it turns to be, let's say OC is the cost per unit. And what is the total cost? Total cost is to be OCFQ, because the total average cost is FQ or OC. When you multiply this with the OQ, we find the total cost will be OCFQ. Now the total cost is more than the total revenue equal to the shaded region. This is right, that is your PEFC. So that is the loss area is to be PEFC. So this amount the producer bear the losses. As the producer bear the losses, now the question to be arises whether it to continue the business or it may be shut down its business. To determine the shutdown for the business, it will be shut down its business until it cover its maintenance cost. Maintenance cost means variable cost. Therefore, we have to draw the average variable cost in such a way that it will transcend its minimum point to the average revenue cost. This is the certain average variable cost. Right? Now what do you find it? And this is the point of equilibrium and this is the point of the average variable cost also. That means total revenue is the same thing as total variable cost. Now the price what he extracted after selling the product exactly equals to the maintenance cost. Therefore, if the price falls little bit below OP, he may shut down its business. Therefore, the point E is known as the shutdown point, right? So, while answering a particular question, how the price and output will be determined under profit computation, that too in short run, to handle that particular problem or that particular question, we have to explain these three situations. This the third situation which also be including the shutdown point. The first one supernormal profit, second one normal profit, and third one losses. Along with these losses, up to what extent you have to continue the business until it covers the maintenance cost, right? So thank you for today's class. In the coming class, we have to start with the term what is called as the price output determination in profit computation, that will long run. Thank you.